Hi guys, it's Gavin, the Transformation Guru here at the Transformation Gym, and it is warm today. It is Freedom Day. It is Monday, so let's give you a little bit of Monday motivation, and let's start off with a question that's been given to me by my friend Matt. Matt and I used to go to school together, and he's looking to go into the RAF. And Matt's lost about 60 pounds. He's been umming and ahhing about going to the RAF for a few years now, and he's finally decided to go into it, and he wants to take it seriously. So he needs to get his strength up, his cardiovascular output sound at the moment. From sounds of things, he probably wants to look at increasing his HIIT, but also the likes of getting his basic level of fitness up that bit more. So if that's the requirement of the RAF, he wants to be stepping up the cardiovascular output that bit more. So if you're just doing running at the moment, perhaps try and do hiking. Probably go for a 3-4 hour hike once a week. Go to the Morvens, that's what I do. It's really good for a base level of fitness, but also it's a different type of fitness at that as well. Other types of cardio, you can do HIIT. You can do the likes of 20-30 minutes doing the likes of skipping. Consider the likes of boxing, that's great for fitness as well. But the main question he was asking was more around strength, and he was asking, how do I get a bit stronger in a shorter period of time? But also I'm assuming the focus needs to be on the immediate strength abilities needed to actually pass the RAF standard. So fortunately for myself and for Matt, for the purpose of this video, I actually did the RAF fitness test. I was going to go in the RAF when I was about 18 years of age. I decided not to. I decided to embark in the fitness industry. I also did the fireman fitness test personally. I was going to go in the fire service. Unfortunately, a friend died in the Afstone fires, which then put me off. I've got friends who are in the RAF. I've got friends who are in the likes of the Army, the Marines, the SAS, and their level of fitness is very high. The Army is high, the Marines is very high, the SAS is just next level crazy shit, and it's all about the mindset as much as the physical focus. So there's a lot to be said about the fitness standards in the armed services versus the likes of the police and the likes of the standard sort of everyday person. The standards are very low in certain careers. I don't like in the police service especially. I think it's just terrible. I'll say this openly because I just look at the standards in the police force and I'm just shocked. I'm just appalled. But in the Army and the RAF, once you're in, you've got to keep that standard up. You're not allowed to slack off. So my best advice would be, if that's the standard of fitness needed to get in the RAF, you want to be always aiming to be over and above. So if they say you got to do 20 press-ups to get in, you want to be able to do 40. If they say 20 sit-ups, you want to be doing 50. If they say this is your time, this is the time in which you need to do the run, you need to be doing it quicker than each and every time you do it. You want to be aiming to be the most physical. You want to be the best physical specimen you can be. Go to your genetic potential and smash it. So aim to be fitter, stronger. I know in the armed forces they do like people to be more calisthenic nowadays, so that's using your own body weight, so push-ups, pull-ups. I do know that they like you to be able to deadlift a certain weight. Squats, sometimes there's a standard for it. There's a lot of pushing and pulling movements as well. So let's break it down into different things. So one is prevention of illness. So you're going to go for this. So you don't want to get ill and you don't want to get injured. So make sure you've got the right trainers, footwear. Make sure you've got the right supplements as well. So look at BCAAs, look at L-glutamine for recovery. Look at the likes of collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin. Also identify the likes of digestive enzymes, probiotics, get your vitamins right. There's a whole mix of supplements I can advise, but then we've got to get your nutrition right as well. So there's no point in spending a fortune on fancy supplements if your basic level of nutrition's poor. So cut out the takeaways, cut out the alcohol, increase your hydration. Because it's warm at the moment, increase your electrolytes. The likes of eating regularly, healthily, keeping your carbs and your proteins up. I keep them high, keep your fats low, and make sure that you eat before training, have your BCAAs around training, and eat afterwards. You can look at creatine loading, that will help your strength ability that bit more. Zinc and magnesium as well is great, I find, for a lot of guys. So just zinc and magnesium, 2 before training, 2 before bed, creatine before training, after training. You want to have probably a protein shake with some oats and some fruit and the likes of L-glutamine, and have some other supplements as well to support the body, because recovery is going to be key. Sleep is going to be key as well if you're going to be training that bit more, that bit harder. And like myself at the moment, I'm doing a physique competition and I'm training twice a day now. So I'm training in the morning, I'm training in the evening, I'm doing weight circuits, I'm doing HIIT. It's hard on the body, so I've got to make sure I'm eating properly. I've also got to make sure that I'm getting enough adequate sleep and just general rest while I'm trying to do my work. And my best advice would be perhaps mix it up a bit. You said you're doing 5 runs a week. I'd probably go as far as doing 2 or 3 long runs a week, no more than 3. Probably do 1 long walk a week, probably go to the likes of the Malverns, something like that, for 3-4 hours at a time, and do a couple of HIIT workouts a week, and see how you get on with that. If you do your cardio in the morning, and then perhaps 2-3 times a week do strength weight workouts, full body workouts ideally, and whatever they set you as a standard in the RAF application, you've got to be doing double. You've got to be aiming to far exceed what their requirement is. It's again that sort of mindset. I've always had that sort of attitude where if that's the acceptable, if that's the acceptable standard, and most people always work up towards the acceptable, and it's like, right, I'll get to about here and I'll wing it here. No, the military types, the hardcore athlete, the SAS types, they're up here. They're like, right, that's the standard. No, that's everyone else's standard. That's my standard. So aim to be fitter, stronger, more resilient than most. And again, get your recovery right, get your supplements right, get your nutrition right. Try and have a rest day as a long walk. So you're still burning calories, you're still aiming to get as fit and as lean as possible. Obviously, going into the armed forces, it's not about aesthetics, it's not about how you look, but my God, if you're heavily overweight, carrying too much body fat, you're going to struggle. They're gonna make you hurt, and you're better off for these for going in. You're better off being super fit and robust beforehand than try and wing it and struggle all the way through it. So that's my view, that's my opinion. Take it as you will. I am looking to work with Matt to get through to the RAF. So there's some standard rules. Make sure that you eat well, supplement right, get your recovery right. Make sure that you can push yourself that bit harder. There's the standard. Aim to go over and above. And in terms of strength ability, make sure to far exceed their basic level of requirement, and get some full body exercises in, get some full body workouts in, do some HIIT workouts, do some strength circuit workouts. That's some really good tips for you there. Hope it helps, and good luck to you. So if you're watching my YouTube, if you're watching this on Instagram, if you want me to do a video on a subject that you're passionate about, may it be in sport, fitness, aesthetics, athletics, may it be nutrition, whatever. I've been in this industry for 2 decades now. I've trained over 10,000 people, and I've been around before all these fancy brands are around. So there we go. If you want any hints and tips, slide into my DMs on Instagram, and I'll hopefully do you a video. Thanks for watching. Peace. Enjoy Monday.